Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live, your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live, the middle of the week. And boy, am I excited about today's show. You're not going to believe what we have on. Don't tell them. Don't tell them yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right. Okay. It's cold outside. You guys know how I feel about cold weather. Come on, Zach, tell us some good news. Let's check it out.
All right, well, temperatures are still exceptionally cool out there right now in the 40s. At least we've made it to that point. We're out of the 30s right now. 41 in Hartsville, 43 Sumter, 43 in Florence, Darlington, and Marion, 41 Johnsonville and Conway, and 42 up there in Laurinburg. Again, we're under the regime of high pressure over the next couple of days. So we say goodbye to the cloud cover that we've dealt with for essentially the weekend into Monday. Now that area of high pressure currently located over Jackson, Mississippi, but it is a large one, so it's influencing the Carolinas. You did notice how quickly it pushed offshore, though. That high pushing off the coast of the Carolinas by tomorrow evening. Now, air around a high pressure rotates clockwise. Because that high is to our west, we're getting a northerly wind today. But as that high pushes off our coast tomorrow night, that once again will lead to a return flow out of the south, and that will really warm us back up to around average on our Friday. Take a look at our daycast from this point on. Still dealing with these breezy conditions essentially from this hour at noon onward. We're in the 40s. We're going to be sitting around 45 here along the Grand Strand at 2 o'clock and heading up to around 46 right here by 4 before we begin to see a dip in our temperatures by 6. For inland locations, again, it was chilly this morning. As you can see, we were down into the 20s, 27 at 7 a.m. But those sunny skies continue. We're currently going to be sitting around 41 at the noontime hour, 45 by 2 o'clock here, and then we're moving out to 45 degrees later on before we begin to see that decrease by this evening. The sun, of course, setting right there around 6 p.m. All right, let's go ahead and talk about tonight's lows. Freeze warnings are going in effect. However, we have not gotten the specific information regarding the freeze warning that will go into effect tonight from the National Weather Service just yet. So I can't tell you the timing. What I can tell you is it is a certainty. National Weather Service has confirmed that freeze warnings are going into effect for the entire region. Tonight into tomorrow morning, the coldest we have been in a very long time, several weeks, even nearly several months. 24 in Hartsville, 25 Darlington and Florence, 27 in Conway, even 28 degrees there in Georgetown and 29 in North Myrtle. Good news is temperatures are on the rise. Bad news is these buggers are also on the rise, and that leads to an increase in our pollen forecast. So even though we will be seeing an increase in our temperatures, we're also going to be seeing an increase in our blooming capacity, which, if you have allergies, is not a good thing. 10-day forecast showing the sunny skies continue Wednesday and Thursday. Partly cloudy on our Friday. A weak disturbance coming in mainly 8, 9, 10 o'clock. Big story is Sunday. Severe weather chances are on the increase. Keep checking back for updates on your Sunday forecast.
All right, of course, a wonderful show lined up for you guys today, starting with our Hollywood Minute and then rolling into our video of the day.
And we always have to keep up with our celebrity birthdays and local birthdays. We do it all right here.
That's right. Talking about today's guest, we've got the Buck Creek Gala fundraiser coming up, as well as a little performance by the Red Hot Chili Pipers. Yeah, make sure you got that right. Also, we got the Starfish Gala coming up. And United Healthcare is going to be here talking about insurance. All that and so much more. But right now, the Hollywood Minute.
Our enemy doesn't tire, doesn't stop. doesn't feel.
Winter is here. HBO has dropped the first trailer for the 8th and final season of Game of Thrones. Who will survive the last 6 episodes of the much-loved fantasy drama? We'll begin to find out when the season premieres on April 14th. The Oscar boost continues for A Star is Born. Shallow has surged to the top spot on the Billboard Hot 100. It's the first Best Original Song winner to top that chart since Eminem's Lose Yourself more than 15 years ago, and Lady Gaga's first #1 since Born This Way 8 years ago.
This war is just the beginning.
Captain Marvel is also topping the charts. Movie ticketing company Fandango reports the Marvel movie has the biggest pre-sale since last year's Avengers Infinity War, which debuted with $257 million, the best opening weekend ever. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
All right, we got our video of the day. We got to talk about this now. I want you to listen to this. A family in Massachusetts went above and beyond when building a snowman. They ended up making a snow gorilla. Look at that. And it's at least 6 feet wide and 10 feet long.
Wow, a father and his kids built it during a snowstorm on Monday. It was supposed to be a distraction from shoveling, but it was also a walk down memory lane.
The family says the gorilla hasn't been named. You know why?
Why?
Because the kids don't want to get too attached to him because, you know, when it gets warmer, the gorilla is gone.
That's right. All right, let's talk a little bit about today. That was pretty cool. Gorilla.
It is
of all things to make, today is Wednesday, March the 6th, and it is Read Aloud Day.
And it's also National Chocolate Cheesecake Day. Wish I had some.
Me too.
Wow. Birthdays today, 1946, David Gilmour. He's 73. Lead guitarist. Now, listen to this for the rock band Pink Floyd. Oh, yeah. Rolling Stones ranked him as 11th on their greatest all-time guitarist. How about that?
All right, 1947, Kiki Dee, 72 years old, singer, duets with Elton John, Don't Go Breaking My Heart, and True Love. And before fame, she was a background or a backup singer.
There you go. 1967, Connie Britton, 52. TV actress, Friday Night Lights, you remember that, Nashville, and American Horror Story. Also, TV Spin City series. That's her, Connie. All right, we got to talk about this. Let's go back today in history. Let's go back to 1959. The original Drifters recorded There Goes My Baby.
All right, 1992, the last episode of The Cosby Show aired, and it had been on since September of 1984.
A long time. All right, from the Know It All department where you learn something every day. Believe me, I learned something on this one. Listen to this. The first female state senator elected in the United States, her name was Martha Hughes Cannon. She was a Mormon, and the wife ran against and defeated her own husband, who was in the Senate.
She was a polygamist.
Yeah.
And so...
I know it. She ran against him, and she beat him. Can you believe that?
Pretty cool.
That just shows, I don't know if she really liked her husband that much, if she ran against him. I don't know. That's it from the Know It All department today.
Oh, boy.
We got more coming up.
That's right. We'll be back.
It's funny, it's crazy, and you never know what Cecil or Amanda are going to say or do.
Chewing gum burns about 11 calories
It's
per hour.
Carolina and Company live weekdays on ABC 15. A fun show that makes you laugh and makes you feel good about where you live. If you just moved to the area, Carolina and Company Live is the show you need to watch. You'll find out about everything going on along the Grand Strand, PD, and Border Belt. Check it out weekdays at noon on WPDE ABC 15.
All right, welcome back. Tommy O'Connor from United Healthcare is here to discuss how you can make the most out of your Medicare coverage for 2019. And this is important for people my age.
That's right, Tommy. You know, Tommy, you're getting healthy, saving money are many of the goals that we have. Talk a little bit about the Medicare plans coming up.
Well, being proactive about your Medicare coverage, it doesn't end with the annual enrollment period. Now, it's hard to believe, but we're halfway through February already, and this is a great time to make sure that the plan you just enrolled in is doing the most it can possibly do to help you save money and to stay healthy.
All right. I mean, we're trying to stay healthy. What should people kind of keep in mind when it comes to their Medicare plans? What plan do they need?
Sure. So Medicare Advantage plans, it's important to realize, can offer more than original Medicare, and I've got two great recommendations to make sure you're staying healthy and save money. So the first is to focus on preventive services. So things like annual wellness visits, go and schedule that with your doctor. Make sure you're working with your doctor to have certain types of cancer screenings. And a great example of this is UnitedHealthcare offers a program called House Calls. And essentially, we have a nurse come into your home. It's at no cost. It's very comfortable. You sit in your favorite chair or couch, and essentially we make sure you're on the right path for your health for the year. Now, the second recommendation that I have is to see if your Medicare Advantage plan is offering a navigation portfolio for you, like a concierge type of thing.
Okay.
Now, UnitedHealthcare offers a program called Navigate for Me, which does just that. I mean, healthcare can be so complicated, so complex.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so we try to break it down and make it easy for you.
Okay, that's interesting, the in-home
I like that.
service.
Now, there's
That's
something else. A
super
lot of people
convenient.
say if you don't do it by a certain time period, you can't change and do this and do that. Can you change over now? What's the deal on how you do that?
Well, that's a great question. So the annual enrollment period just ended on December 15th. So there are a couple of special election processes throughout the year where you could change. But if you're turning 65, if you just moved into the area, if your life circumstance changes, that's a great time to call us and see.
All those things allow you to be able to go ahead and pick up.
Exactly.
All right, what are some of the additional resources people should be aware of if they're looking to stay healthy and save money with their Medicare plans?
Well, AdvantageUHC.com is a great website, and I recommend MedicareMadeClear.com, which is a whole universe. I mean, you can go down lots of different rabbit holes to learn more about Medicare, but those are two great resources. And then, of course, if you're enrolled in a plan already, call the number on the back of your card to learn more and what types of resources might be available for you.
And if you have any questions, because as we said, healthcare can sometimes be a bit confusing. You guys always have somebody ready to help and explain things.
Absolutely. We always have people ready to go. We also have lots of people that are in your communities that we can connect you to learn more.
Thanks for being with us today, Tommy.
Thank you.
We appreciate all
All right,
of that.
thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, an important part, check out Medicare. Make sure you've got the right plan.
That's right.
All right, more coming up. We'll be right back.
All right, listen up. We have a little musical performance coming to UNC Pembroke called the Red Hot Chili Pipers. Yes, we had to double check on that one. What a fun event. I can't wait to find out exactly.
That's right. Now, James is going to tell you to start
about.
off with, you've had a lot of traffic on people wanting to know what in the world is this all about, and they really think it is the chili
Peppers, yes. The Red Hot Chili Pipers is a Scottish bagpipe band. They're a full band. They have drums, bass, guitar, keyboards, all that, and they have bagpipers. And they cover everything from AC/DC to Journey. They do Amazing Grace. They do all these covers. Contemporary covers of songs, and it's a lot of fun.
All right,
Very
you've had
cool.
people contact you and want to know if it's the chili peppers, right?
Oh yeah, it happens all the time.
Hey,
yeah.
what a great marketing move.
That
It's
is
perfect.
great.
Well, it's happened
perfect.
before. There's a great story. It was on NPR recently about a couple who left the States, flew to Ireland for their anniversary to see the Red Hot Chili Peppers, got there and it was the Pipers. They had a great time. Turned out to be a great story.
Wow, look at that. How fun. Now, when is this event? Is it part of a series or are they just coming one night only?
It's one night only. It's part of our professional artist series. So they will be here on Wednesday, March 20th.
All right, now, tickets still available?
Tickets are still available for it.
And they can go to the website. There's the website and find out more about it and get tickets.
What else do you have coming up for spring?
Well, this month, this coming Monday, we've got the Russian National Ballet performing Tchaikovsky's Sleeping Beauty. That'll be Monday coming up. And then we've got the Red Hot Chili Pipers. We've got the Midtown Men coming in April. And that's the original cast of Jersey Boys doing all the hits from the 60s, Frankie Valli. Yeah. Good
That ought to
times.
be
Wow.
good.
Yes.
So lots of really big acts and big things coming to you guys. How many tickets are available for this?
Well, tickets are going very quickly for the ballet. We've got over 1,000 out now, so there are probably about 400 or 500 left for that, maybe. They're going pretty fast. Chili Pipers, there's still tickets available for that, but that's also moving quickly too.
Okay. So don't wait to go to the door to get them. Definitely get them ahead of time.
Unless you just like to live dangerously.
UNC Pembroke, that's where it's all happening. They've got something going on all the time. James, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having
being
us.
with
We
us.
appreciate
Hope
it.
to see you at the show.
The Pipers.
All right.
How fun.
Hot Chili Pipers.
Pipers.
All right.
We'll be right back.
All right, we've got something coming up. The Buck Creek Foundation Gala is coming up, and we're going to talk all about it. And Kelly's here to tell us about it.
Yeah, absolutely. The foundation, first, Kelly, let's talk about what do you guys do? Who do you help through this foundation? Then we'll talk about the fundraiser.
Absolutely. Thank y'all for letting me be here today. The Buck Creek Foundation is a local nonprofit organization that specializes in providing vocational opportunities to young adults and older with special needs or intellectual disabilities. We think that there's a huge and growing need for this in our local area because after they leave our education system, there's just not a whole lot of opportunities provided to those individuals.
Sure.
So we want to address that need in our local community.
And all type of disabilities, from small disabilities all the way up.
Absolutely.
Anybody who needs help, really.
Really, yes.
Okay.
All right, the foundation. How long has the foundation been going?
The Buck Creek Foundation started about 2 years ago, and we've been moving forward this last year. We did a summer program with a trial last summer that was very beneficial. And this year we're looking at starting that again once we get some more funding through these community events.
Are you finding that people really are interested in becoming part of your foundation and really needing the help?
Absolutely. We've received overwhelming community support from local businesses and individuals alike and drawn a lot of attention to the issue.
All right, the
All right.
gala.
Tell us about the event now.
So March 29th we have our first gala planned. It's going to be at the Barefoot Conference Center. And all the proceeds from that go to restoring our campus in Loris, which is the former Clarity Nursery. So through that, we'll establish that nursery and get our summer programs running to be able to train these individuals to have some greater level of independence.
All right, in the past, like last year, how many people do you think y'all assisted and helped?
Last year, being our first year running the trial program, we had about 4 that we ran through. And this year, after the gala going into the summer and rebuilding the nursery, we have 10 signed up as of now.
Fantastic.
All right. To find out more about it, there's a website you can go to right there. We're looking at some of the pictures from that. And you can find out more about this.
That's right. And as a nonprofit, of course, donations and volunteers, that's what you thrive
Absolutely.
off of. So,
Absolutely.
all right. Great job. I hope the gala is a success for you this year.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
All right.
Thank you, Kelly. All right, more coming up. An old friend of mine's here today. We'll tell you about it when we come back.
Oh, lots of stories. All right, the 12th annual Starfish Gala coming up, benefiting the Waccamaw Youth Center. An awesome event and a really great cause. We're going to find out a little bit about the Waccamaw Youth Center first, and then talk about the gala. What's wrong?
That sounds good. Chris, let's find out a little bit about the center and all.
All right, there you go.
Well, the Waccamaw Youth Center is a residential program for boys currently. We service males ages 12 to 21. It's more of an independent living program. We take all of our referrals from the Department of Social Services, which means that law enforcement has determined that the homes have been deemed unsafe and they're brought in in foster care and referred to us. At that point in time, we're taking on the task of raising these boys, and we have to surround them by as many resources as we possibly can.
Okay, let me ask real quick. Okay, you say 12 to what age?
21.
21. Okay, 21, that's considered an adult. 18 is considered an adult. A 12-year-old, though, are there parent figures in this home with this child? How does this work?
Well,
I mean, I have a 12-year-old,
Yeah. Well, the 12-year-olds, it's a greater challenge for us,
Sure.
but we wanted to make sure we created a range that would allow those young children to have a place that they could call home to if their homes weren't set up.
Sure.
But these 12-year-olds do come in, and they have been abandoned, abused, or grossly neglected. So it's either continuing in that path or finding a home with us.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Kathy's with me. Kathy and I have known each other for a long time. And you're on the board. All right, tell me a little bit about the Starfish Gala.
Well, as Amanda said, it's our 12th annual.
Right.
We're having it at 104 Laurel again this year. Beautiful facility. I think I have a photo somewhere.
That's down on the water in Conway.
It is. Yes. The trestle is going to be catering again, so you know the food is going to be fabulous. We have a dessert bar because we have to have our sweets. We have an open bar, we have music, dancing, silent auction, and also wonderful raffles.
Oh, okay. Now, silent auction, what are some of the things you got on the silent auction?
Got a lot of artwork from some local artists.
Okay.
And we have furniture, we have lamps, we have golf packages, which are always a big hit.
Sounds like the community's really stepped forward in helping out.
They do.
So they can go to that website and learn more about how to get tickets, right?
Absolutely. It's March 23rd. It's from 7 until 11. So if people want to come early and take a look at all the wonderful silent auction items, they can do that about 6:30.
You have an idea of what kind of money you want to raise this year for the Waccamaw Youth Foundation?
Oh my gosh, 100,000 would be awesome.
That would be.
However, our goal's between 40 and 50,000.
Awesome. Maybe you'll get more than
That's
that.
fantastic.
We hope.
Chris, thank you. Kathy, always good to see you.
You too. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
All right, stick around. We've got more coming up.
Boy, we had a great show today. I enjoy learning about the area, and that's what we do here.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And of course, all of the organizations doing wonderful things in this community to, spread awareness and help others. It's really fantastic.
That's right. If you like today's show, wait until tomorrow. We'll see you then, everybody.
That's right. Have a great afternoon. See you later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.